And so, knowing that, we sort of looked at the backdrop of, what Stephen and I do and all these absurd stories we have from this industry, and from, trying your hardest, but failing time and time again, and failing extravagantly. These are all things that we laughed at just to get through it. And we thought we'd mine a lot of humor out of it. So we sort of put those things together, and I brought the idea to Stephen of two guys that just came off of like a vampire show that was the biggest thing since, sliced bread, like Twilight big. And now they've had the rugs pulled out from under them because it's not the way they thought it would be.
You're not alone in your struggles in life, even though it may feel that way. And hopefully you could find humor in some of those dark times to help kind of get you through. And I think a big way you can find that humor is, being able to lean on friends and find people to talk to about it and be open, because I think if the more we kind of hold things in and feel like, oh, it's not okay to share my true feelings.
For me, that lesson would be, the power of friendship, right? Like, regardless of whether or not, I think friendships can be put to the test, right? No matter how good they are. And that's a really interesting thing to explore, because, I think relationships being put to the test, or family relationships being put to the test, those are things that we go through, really often. But I think it's more rare that a friendship is put to the test, because friendships are really centered out of convenience.
What we say, resting on your laurels, where if you I think feel content in, what you've done, and aren't challenging yourself to grow and, basically find something new, I think that there can be a tendency where maybe people get so comfortable. If you're on a show for a long time, or you've been working on something and it's your life, and it's all encompassing, and then all of a sudden it's taken away from you, but you're kind of living in the past. I think that that can create some darkness, because I think we want to continue to be curious about the world, move forward, be knowledgeable. I think that's all healthy. We are over the moon about it. We are so happy to find a partnership like Paramount Plus, and have it be at the right time, where they have already just a massive catalog of all sorts of diverse shows, and we feel like we're a little unique in the style of our show, and the way it's told. Of course, being very independent, we didn't have a studio behind us. And for Paramount Plus to, I think, be able to recognize that and say, you know what, this show.
I am James Lafferty.
And I'm Stephen Coletti.
And we're here to talk about Everyone is Doing Great, which is coming out on Paramount Plus.
So please watch, check us out.
Please watch.